noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. And so off the tip, it's Boston. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Steven Adams is out there with Anthony. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Nailed from three-point land. Horford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Al Horford just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Now here's Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Outside Westbrook. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Brown. Irving against Westbrook. Irving kicks to Brown. Pass to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Picked by Horford. Back to Hayward. Shot high post. He shoots again. Horford with the bucket, getting it done inside. Horford's got 5.
Well, you can't forget about Horford. I mean, carving out space inside for the putback.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Good work defensively by Horford. And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up. How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And there's the feed to Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. Westbrook's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Irving. George against Hayward. There's the screen. Over in the corner, Brown. Irving passes to Brown. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Anthony can't hit.
D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. The thing that jumps out at him the most about the team they're playing is the speed. He said we've got to hustle back on defense every time. This team loves to run, and we've got to run with them. I expect a back-and-forth pace tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now here's Leonard, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Over Anthony, and another basket for Boston.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And you look back to that Big 3 era in Boston. You know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
Thunder trailing by 10. And as aggressive as the Celtics have been, Greg, they've also shown patience, haven't they?
Yeah, and in some ways, maybe a victim of their own success. You come out on the winning end of your trades time and again. Other GMs don't want to look bad. They get hesitant, possibly, and don't want to add their name to that list.
They get it back. Adams' shot is good.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following Al Horford's three-point attempt. And Robertson kicks to Westbrook. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Picked by Horford. Dishes it to Hayward. Off target with his 3. Thunder trailing by 6. Westbrook kicks to George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Brown. Here's Leonard. Boston. No good that time either. Thunder have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Anthony dishes to Westbrook. Right through the D for the layup. Westbrook's got 7 points.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Irving with it. The dish to Horford. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Counts.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Picked by Horford. Leonard the pass to Irving. Hayward outside. It's up a 3. That one no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Anthony kicks to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Adams banked in off the glass. Adams has got his 2nd basket of the game.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Well, they're not going anywhere. This is still very much of a ball game because of runs like that.
Now here is Irving. Pass to Horford. Brown wide open. He fires. Leonard. And Leonard stays with it.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Irving against Westbrook. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Brown.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A shot by Hayward. Wide open. Second chance shot. Drained for 2 points. And now a 5-point Celtic lead.
There's no defense in the world that can contain Irving. His jump shot is just too quick.
Off the pick. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Now here's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Westbrook drives in. Inside. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
And there's the pass to Rozier. Screen by Monroe. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. Patterson, he's checked in for Anthony. Austin with the ball. Here's Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Kicks to Adams. Pass to Grant. Patterson, the screen, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Thunder have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the free throw, no good. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
Tatum's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Felton dishes to Adams. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Rozier. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Brewer with the steal. And now Felton running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Irving kicks to Morris. Feeds to Tatum. They need this. Offensive rebound. The shot, no good. The Thunder with the lead. Now, here's Grant. He kicks it to Patterson. In the corner, it's Brewer. Back to Patterson from 20 feet out. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Boston shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're removing.
And the Thunder making a change here. Abrinas is checked in. He dishes it to Grant. Patterson, the screen. Shot off the pick. Rejected by Monroe. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Boston again missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Abrinas' shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that. But with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And when you put a player of Kyrie's ability into this Boston system, you have to expect good things. Irving does so much for himself and others. The longer he plays with the team, I think the more comfortable he'll become.
Now, here's Felton. Stolen away. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Felton. Rozier the pass to Morris. Screen by Monroe. Morris into the lane. It's taken away by Brewer. To the right side. And here's Felton from the arc. Rebound Boston. Here's Rozier. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Stolen by Grant. Here's the break. Here's Abrinas. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Boston trailing. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Irving misses. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's Abrinas in the corner. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Patterson dishes to Felton. 6 on the shot clock. Brewer. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
You got to be a little more in control than that. The officials are never going to let you get away with that one.
That's good from Rozier.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
And it's tied up with that one. Now, here's Felton. He's guarded closely. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there.
To the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They bought out to an early lead.
We've got Marcus Morris. Irving is out there with Rozier. Then it's Tatum, and it's Monroe in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
That's what every team needs, guys getting after it on the offensive board.
Grant with a screen on Morris. Felton kicks to Patterson. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. Patterson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Monroe with a screen on Patterson. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
The Celtics making a switch here. Baines is checked in. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Irving passes to Baines. Over Patterson. And it's Baines missing.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going in the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency. One of the best two-way players in the game. 5 to shoot. Irving from long range. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Abrinas. Kept alive. Grant, that's good. Grant's got his second bucket.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
They set the pick. Irving attacking. Shoots the 3. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Rozier. And when you look at the younger generation of players coming in now, Chris, of course, you do the interviews, you see them, you talk to them. Is it easy for you to relate to these younger players?
Yeah, it's definitely easy to relate to them. I think that our generation had a lot of influence on their style, their kind of expression of self, just as the generations before us did, and we have that unique bond. I think that's one of the advantages that I have, that I've known some of these players since they've been young. I know their habits, I know that they're good kids, good individuals, and they just express themselves differently. You know, do I like the way they come into a game dressed looking like, I don't know, Ozzy Osbourne and Run DMC mixed? Nah, I don't like that. But people used to say that about my style and my clothes too, Kevin. I'm sure they did that about you too, you know. So, man, I just love it. I just take it as we have some of the best players that fans have seen, and I'm just enjoying everything from the wild clothes to the music to their style. But, no, it's not hard to relate to them, man, because they're all pretty good kids.
Chris, just for the record, they never said that about me. I always...
Yeah, you always set the trend.
He feeds it to Hayward. Pulls up, high post. Shot by Brown. Westbrook pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Pass to Grant. Screen by Grant. Anthony kicks to Grant. Back to Anthony. Great D that time from Leonard.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go in the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really have the same effect. Now, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Hayward outside to the inside. Shots good by Baines.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Celtics trail by 3. On the wing, Brown. The feed to Baines. Back to Brown. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And the determination of Brown is phenomenal. No one is going to stop these shots from going down.
And it's rare for rookies to come into the NBA ready at the defensive end. But you know what, C-Web? Jaylen Brown already more than solid.
Well, yeah, I mean, he has a great frame. He plays physical. He's in a great system, and he wants it. He'll only get better with time. A hand right in his face on a layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Dishes it to Leonard. Back to Brown. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now a 3-point Celtic lead.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Anthony against Leonard. Adams with the screen on Brown to end the run. And the dunk by Robertson.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
Pass to Rozier. There's the 3. They get it back. Baines fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
For Boston, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength. And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
He's off on the first. And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
you hit it right on the head. And, you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
And the basket by Rozier.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Screen by Adams. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Leonard. And George gets it to go.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Picked by Horford. Rozier kicks to Horford. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Picked by Horford. Rozier kicks to Hayward. To the left wing. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Westbrook. Releases. And the shot falls short this time.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The three from George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. George has got a pair of triples in the second now for Oklahoma City. Celtics have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Picked by Horford. Anthony against Leonard. Hayward on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shoots over Adams. Hayward can't hit.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Now George. 8 points for him. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 rebounds now in this one. On the pass to Rozier. Horford with a screen on Westbrook. Tries to snap the cord with that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's the part of Horford's game that doesn't garner much attention. Great at setting screens to spring open his teammates.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Back to Adams. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Chris, there have been some great sixth men on the teams that you played with, but right now, who do you feel are some of the best of the bunch coming off the bench and in the NBA right now?
Well, 2 of my rookies, 2 guys I got to play with, Andre Iguodala, I think he's always going to be kind of that perennial top for 6th man of the year. He and another guy that was a rookie with him, and that's Lou Williams. He can just get buckets at any time that he needs to. And you look at a guy like a Patty Mills coming off the bench for the Spurs, and you don't have to necessarily do it with volume or with quantity, but it's also your quality of minutes. And I think that Patty Mills is someone that can definitely light it up in a flash. And these 3 guys, anytime you have them coming off the bench for you, you're going to have some firepower.
Boston making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Drive by Adams. The Thunder have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line. Throw good, Adams. And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships, their last in 2008.
Yeah, and with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
There's Brown with the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Robertson dishes to Westbrook. Screen by Adams. And here's George for three. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Irving with it. Westbrook picks him up. Irving kicks to Leonard. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Oklahoma City's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. The dish to George. George missing again. Boston trailing. Here's Leonard. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Leonard's got 6.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Here's Adams, and the rejection by Leonard. Wow. And Robertson kicks to George. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. He's got 10.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Leonard, the pass to Horford. And that one, good. Horford's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Westbrook. There's the screen. Shoots over Brown. That one wide left.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
8 feet away. Leonard, no luck. Oklahoma City shooting 45% in quarter number 2. Horford against Anthony. Kicks it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Boston shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And here is Brown. 9 points in the game so far. Screen by Monroe. Nobody near Irving. They grabbed their own miss.
Well, the reason Horford is scoring the ball at a...
Oklahoma City trailing. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Anthony is out there with Steven Adams. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Irving against Westbrook. Unloads from 13. Irving can't hit. The Thunder shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And Robertson kicks to Anthony. That one, no good. Great D that time from Leonard. It's stolen by Adams. For 3, Westbrook. No good that time. Hayward dishes to Irving. To the paint, here's Horford. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They set the screen. Westbrook passes to Adams. Anthony against Hayward. The drive by Anthony. It's good. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And the defense can only do so much when Anthony is locked in. There's nothing you can do to stop that guy.
I mean, Al Horford has a complete game. He can hit a big shot. He can get a defensive stop. I mean, even setting a great screen. And let's not forget about his pass. He does it all.
George sets a screen for Westbrook. Pass to George. Screen by Adams. And Robertson has it in the corner. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Westbrook double team. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And you think about Al Horford setting screens, Chris, he can pick and roll, but he can also pick and pop.
Well, what I like about that, and for those basketball nerds like myself, what that means is he can facilitate. So he's a threat. If he sets the pick, he can go to the hole and finish. But as a defender, you have to be careful because you just can't anticipate that. He can step back and knock down the jump shot. And if he's good at that, what about when he steps back, pump fakes, gives you a hands up, spins, and dunks on you? That's what they're talking about. And just think about this. Kyrie Irving in this single season at Duke, he only played 11 games. He was limited to 11 games. Still, he was the #1 overall pick. That's just game. And then he justified it winning Rookie of the Year. Incredible.
And Kyrie Irving with a historically great rookie campaign. But some have said he hasn't improved a whole lot on that big entrance into the NBA.
His defense is still a work in progress, and that's what he has to shore up if he's going to enter the conversation for maybe best point guard in the world. But to me, he's already in that conversation.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Steven Adams picks one up.
Oh, Brown is just fearless, Kevin. I mean, especially when it comes to going right into the contact.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, we see so many of these players, Chris, in the NBA reach notoriety very early in their careers, sometimes even while they're still in high school. What was it like growing up as a star athlete and all the hype that surrounds it? You were the #1 high school player in the country coming out.
Well, you have to stay focused. You know, I didn't grow up in this era of social media and everything. I can only imagine that pressure now, but really you have to stay focused. You have to realize that you're just in the middle of your goal. You're not a celebrity or a star yet, no matter how good you are on that level. Everybody in the NBA has been the best player on their team at some point in time, so things are going to even it out. You have to stay focused, stay goal-oriented in school and in sports, and hopefully the best things will happen. And if you're lucky, like I was, you have some real good people around you, whether family or friends.
Yeah, good mentors, right? That's got to be important.
Yeah, you definitely got to have good mentors, whether it's coaches that can encourage you to spend all your time on the court, or whether it's friends and family that encourage you to stay focused and not kind of get caught up with others that may not have a focus or a love or a passion right now. So you just really need good people. It takes a village, and for guys that are feeling so much fame and getting so many accolades at such a young age, it's hard to handle as an adult. Just imagine trying to handle that as a kid. So you definitely need a lot of good people around you in your corner to help you succeed in life.
Well, when Paul George announced this summer that he intended to leave for the Lakers when the contract ran out, you knew what was coming. Even as a rental possibility, the suitors lined up, and eventually the price was paid, and now George finds himself in a Thunder uniform.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Boston. Terry Rozier comes in for Brown. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Anthony. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And to many, the Thunder came out of nowhere to land George in that trade.
You know, most thought Cleveland or maybe Boston were the front runners for his services, but the Thunder snuck in and made their team a 2-star squad once again. Very interesting to see how far the duo of Westbrook and George can go.
It's stolen by Adams. From deep, George. Second shot opportunity, so they take the lead. And that's 11 points for Steven Adams. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
No good from Irving.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
Rozier, the basket good off the assist from Hayward. Rozier's got 12.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
Here's Westbrook. Baines with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Celtics. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Screen by Adams. 6 to shoot. And Roberson kicks to Adams. Morris outside. Passes it to Rozier. Morris outside. Here's Baines. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Westbrook. Morris against George. Morris, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Roberson. Screen by Adams. The shot by George, wide open. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Wow, that's his 4th 3 of the game. 2 in each half. He has just owned that line.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Out to Hayward. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Hayward's got his second basket.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
It's George on the wing. Back to Grant. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Leonard against Grant. Morris outside. There's a good screen. George against Leonard. Over George. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Thunder have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Westbrook with it. 11 points in the game. Hayward outside. Morris outside. Back to Hayward. Celtics passing it around. And Leonard has it in the corner. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Thunder trailing by 3. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And really, the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebound.
Craig Monroe, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Leonard. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Brewer comes in for George. Arenas is checked in for Roberson. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. Very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area. And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Patterson a screen on Morris. Grant kicks to Arenas. Patterson the screen. Arenas the pass to Felton. Knocks down the 3 ball. Felton's got 7 points.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. Can't let him have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Tatum, looking for his first basket still in this one. Feeds to Monroe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And how about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Felton dishes to Grant. Patterson a screen on Monroe. Here's Grant. Unable to get that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. On the wing, Irving. Monroe outside. Irving against Felton. Irving kicks to Monroe. And stolen by Patterson. Now Brewer. Screen by Grant. Felton the pass to Grant. It's stolen by Morris. Got a piece of it. Felton against Hayward. Outside, Felton. Screen by Grant. And it's sent back by Irving. Hayward outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And there had been a will he or won't he feeling with Gordon Hayward's free agency. Tough choice, I got to believe, for him to leave Utah, but you can see why he wanted to join forces here with the Celtics.
That free throw good from Hayward. And Boston was the heavy favorite to sign Gordon Hayward, and ultimately the opportunity was just too hard to pass up.
And he's reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens. This team has a great path to make a deep playoff run, and this just adds another star to a very balanced roster.
Hayward hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Abrinas kicks to Brewer. He dishes it to Carmelo. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, the way Horford positions himself as the shot goes up. I mean, his defensive instincts are just absolutely fantastic.
Hayward kicks to Horford. Horford sets a screen for Irving. Back to Horford. It's taken away by Brewer. Over Tatum. The Thunder with another miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Irving with the ball. Now Felton defending. The feed now to Tatum. Clock at 6. Picked by Horford. Here's the 3. Tatum's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Adams' shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Three-pointer. Hayward hits it from three-point range. Hayward's got 12 now in this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Felton. Anthony right side. Over Horford. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Anthony. Irving. And the miss. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Celtics leading by 7. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Monroe in at the 5. That's the Boston 5.
Love how strong Irving finishes. Awesome at fighting through the defense and sinking these shots.
Felton kicks to Anthony. Adams with the screen on Horford. Adams outside. Here's Felton. That one misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Tatum dishes to Irving. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. That's his first foul. Russell Westbrook in for Raymond Felton. And on the way from Irving for three. Sinks the triple.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Westbrook against Irving. A second chance effort. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Westbrook.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
His dominance on the boards is really putting them on their heels. They want no part of this man out there tonight.
Just 5 to shoot. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And look at the focus. I mean, Tatum's not going to allow the defense to overwhelm him. Simply keeping his eyes on the bucket there and cashing in down low.
Anthony nowhere around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half.
Irving with it. Westbrook picks him up. Brown right side. Shoots the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Brewer with the screen for Westbrook. And here is Brewer. Here's Adams. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Greg Monroe. Paul George, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Roberson comes in for Alex Abrinas.
One shot, mind the lanes.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum plays with a lot of confidence. He feels like he can take on anyone and already proving to be a great leader at his age.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. So Anthony will go to the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. That free throw good from Anthony. Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Back to Westbrook. The three. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 16 points for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, awesome watching Westbrook drain the three ball there. He just needs to focus on being a little more efficient from downtown.
Horford with the screen on Anthony. Here's Leonard. No good there. Anthony with the defensive effort. Thunder trailing by 9. The three from George. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Irving with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Tatum. He feeds it to Leonard. Over Anthony. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Westbrook against Irving. Westbrook, no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation. The coach right there, I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Anthony kicks to George. Again, Oklahoma City.
And George just has that extra gear. Well, once he kicks into it, he is nearly impossible to stop.
Here's Irving. Leonard with a screen on Anthony. Here's Horford. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's what Horford can open things up for the whole team offensively. I mean, that's where he can. Off the catch and shoot, bottoms up.
Outside Westbrook. There's the pick. The three. Here's Adams. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Brown outside. On its way from Irving for 2. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Start.
You know, so many people were surprised at the Kyrie Irving trade, but throughout the decades, Boston's been unafraid to pull the trigger. I mean, they moved up to number 2 to draft the great Bill Russell, moving back to number 3 to draft McHale, add Parrish, assembling the big 3 for a championship, then dismantling that big 3 for all those unprotected picks. This is an organization that stops at nothing to try and win titles. You know, thinking about Kyrie's legacy here in Boston, this is a town that cares only about championships. That's how his contribution is going to be measured. And only time will tell if he can walk in the shoes of the greatest players to ever put on a Celtics uniform.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by Adams. Thunder trailing by 11. And George, here we go. Here's Anthony. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
What a total 180-degree turn here. He wasn't making anything in the first half, but he looks like a totally different player now in the second half.
In the corner, Horford with it. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Robertson has it in the corner. Outside, George. Adams sets the pick for George. And stolen by Horford. Here's Tatum. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Oklahoma City called for the foul.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line. Very good at using his body to draw contact. And the Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving, but they already had so much depth they could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really for the Celtics, just a wealth of assets, but in reality only so much playing time to go around. Sooner or later you knew they'd make a move, and I think they got the best player in the trade.
Picked by Horford. Brown kicks to Horford. Back to Brown. Launches it. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Oh, you love to see Brown knock down the 3 ball, showing great strides in improving his range.
Robertson the pass to Westbrook. From the arc. Robertson can't hit.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Leonard against Anthony. Picked by Horford. Here's Leonard. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, that's a 2-pointer. But they get it back. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Brown dishes to Irving. He kicks to Leonard. Picked by Horford. Leonard inside. Anthony on him. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
And Horford really shows off his nice passing with that dime. For a big man, he sees the floor very well.
And Adams kicks to Roberson. Screen by Adams. Adams with the screen on Leonard. Anthony drives in. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. Here's Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
He misses the free throw.
Well, and the Celtics bringing in Brad Stevens as head coach in 2013. That same summer, they made their blockbuster trade with the Nets. 2 home run moves for their franchise.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Boston. Second free throw, no good. And the Celtics signed Brad Stevens to a 6-year contract to lure him away from Butler in college basketball. Chris, they were very confident he'd be a great coach.
Well, they might want to pull out their pen and have him sign another 6-year deal real quick because he's already established himself as one of the league's top coaches.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
The D has no answer for him inside, and they better figure him out soon if they want to win this game.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Al Horford.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Irving kicks to Hayward. Picked by Horford. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Anthony. Thunder trailing by 19. Outside Westbrook. Shot to stop the run. Here's Adams. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
Boston shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Westbrook against Irving. The shot will not fall. Good D by Westbrook. Oklahoma City's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Looking to get back on track here. Brown with it. 1:32 left in the 4th quarter. Outside Irving. Now here's Brown. Defense right on him. Horford with the screen on Adams. He hits Brown with the drive and finished off by Brown.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Al Horford.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Horford sets a screen for Leonard. Shoots over Adams. And Adams sends it back. George against Hayward. George passes to Westbrook. Here's Roberson, covered by Irving. Here's Adams. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Well, he just exploited the size mismatch, and he's getting easy looks tonight.
And that one misses. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Larkin. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.